Hi, my name is Lisbeth Cruz. This is my video essay on the Venetian Canals by John Singer Sargent. This artwork caught my attention the moment I saw it. It's not dramatic or full of bold colors, but it's peaceful and expressive in a quiet way. Over the next few minutes, I'll explain why this watercolor is so visually powerful, what makes it artistically important, and why I believe more people should take a closer look at Sargent's work in this medium. The Venetian Canal was painted in 1913 by John Singer Sargent, an American artist who spent much of his career in Europe. The medium is a watercolor and graphite on paper, and the dimensions are about 15 3/4 by 21 inches. This scene captures one of Venetia's many calm waterways, with buildings and the reflections softly blending together. While Sargent is best known for his oil portraits, this watercolor shows a different side of him. The light, free, and atmospheric in this painting is beautiful. What makes this piece so beautiful is how effortlessly it looks. Sargent's use of brushstrokes that are so soft and the limited color palette to create a quiet yet dreamy atmosphere. The blues, the browns, and gray gently fade into one another, mimicking the movement of the water and the glow of light. Everything just flows naturally. The simplicity actually makes the scene feel more real, like you're standing at the edge of the canal yourself. When you look closely at this composition, it leads you to the middle where the bridge looks, where the light hits so softly on the bridge, the people going towards it. It's leading you to the middle, like you're almost there. The way he blends the shadows into the edge of the building, so nothing feels rigid. Even the reflections of the water feel so naturally distorted. Every decision he makes helps us maintain the calm, the rhythm of the image, like a breath held gently. This piece is interesting because it shows how a master painter can say so much with so little. Sargent was known for his formal oil portraits full of rich detail and bold contrast, but here he's letting go. The watercolor is so hard to use because it's so unpredictable, but he embraces that, the creativity and the looseness of it. Instead of trying to show every brick or window, he captures the mood of the moment. The creativity, freedom is what makes this work exciting. I think everyone should learn about this painting because it challenges the idea that art needs to be complicated or full of symbolism to be meaningful. This piece teaches us that simplicity and atmosphere and the techniques can be moving. It's also a great example of watercolor being used not just for sketches, but as a finished expressive medium. Studying this work helps us understand that the emotional tone of painting can be shaped by the artist's choice in color, space, and flow. One of the most powerful things about the Venetian Canal is the feeling of the feeling it creates. You don't just see Venice, you feel it. The warm light, the soft colors, the hazy reflection makes it feel like a memory more than a place. Sargent's painting is less about showing what Venice looks like and more about what it feels like to be there. The emotional experience is something that we don't often see from other paintings, and it is why this piece stays with you for so long after you see it. To summarize, Sargent's Venetian Canal is a perfect example of how watercolor can be so powerful, expressive, and emotionally rich through the delicate brushwork, strategic use of space, the gentle color. He creates a timeless moment that the piece is not just visually beautiful, it's creatively bold in its restraint. It just shows how an artist can use light and suggest it to create such a deeper experience. This work proves that even a quiet art can have such a strong and lasting voice. Thank you so much for watching my video essay. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Venetian canals as much as I did and why I think it's such a beautiful piece of art. Sometimes the most meaningful works are the ones that don't demand attention. They invite it. This painting reminds me that even the smallest choice in color, line, and medium can have such an impact. I appreciate your time and I hope it inspires you to look at it even closer.